The National Aeronautics and Space Administration is an independent agency of the U.S. federal government responsible for the surveillance space program, as well as aeronautics and space research. NASA was established in 1958, succeeding the National Advisory Committee for Aeronautics. The new agency was to have a distinctly civilian orientation, encouraging peaceful applications in space science. Since its establishment, most U.S. space exploration efforts have been led by NASA, including the Apollo moon landing missions, the Skylab space station, and later the Space Shuttle. NASA is supporting the International Space Station and is overseeing the development of the Orion spacecraft, the Space Launch System, and commercial crew vehicles. The agency is also responsible for the Launch Services Program, which provides oversight of launch operations and countdown management for uncrewed NASA launchers. NASA science is focused on better understanding Earth through the Earth Observing System, advancing heliophysics through the efforts of the Science Mission Directorate's Heliophysics Research Program, exploring bodies throughout the solar system with advanced robotic spacecraft such as New Horizons, and researching astrophysics topics, such as the Big Bang, through the Great Observatories and associated programs from 1946. The National Advisory Committee for Aeronautics on October 4, 1957, the attention of the United States turned toward its own fledgling space efforts. The U.S. Congress, alarmed by the perceived threat to national security and technological leadership, urged immediate and swift action. President Dwight D. Eisenhower counseled more deliberate measures. The result was a consensus that the White House forged among key interest groups, including scientists committed to basic research, the Pentagon, which had to match the Soviet military achievement, corporate America looking for new business, and a strong new trend in public opinion looking up to space exploration. On January 12, 1958, NACA organized a Special Committee on Space Technology, headed by Guy Fitzsteve. On January 14, 1958, NACA Director Hugh Dryden published a National Research Program for Space Technology, stating, "It is of great urgency and importance to our country both from consideration of our prestige as a nation as well as military necessity that this challenge be met by an energetic program of research and development for the conquest of space. It is accordingly proposed that the scientific research be the responsibility of a national civilian agency. NACA is capable, by rapid extension and expansion of its effort, of providing leadership in space technology. While this new federal agency would conduct all non-military space activity, the Advanced Research Projects Agency was created in February 1958 to develop space technology for military application. On July 29, 1958, Eisenhower signed the National Aeronautics and Space Act, establishing NASA. When it began operations on October 1, 1958, NASA absorbed the 43-year-old NACA intact. Its 8,000 employees, an annual budget of $100 million United States dollars, 3 major research laboratories and 2 small test facilities, elements of the Army Ballistic Missile Agency and the United States Naval Research Laboratory were incorporated into NASA. A significant contributor to NASA's entry into the space race with the Soviet Union was the technology from the German rocket program led by Wernher von Braun, who was now working for the Army Ballistic Missile Agency, which in turn incorporated the technology of American scientist Robert Goddard's earlier works. Earlier research efforts within the U.S. Air Force and many of ARPA's early space programs were also transferred to NASA. In December 1958, NASA gained control of the Jet Propulsion Laboratory, a contractor facility operated by the California Institute of Technology. The NASA seal was approved by Eisenhower in 1959, and slightly modified by President John F. Kennedy in 1961. NASA's first logo was designed by the head of Lewis Research Reports Division, James Modarelli, as a simplification of the 1959 seal. In 1975, the original logo was first dubbed the meatball to distinguish it from the newly designed worm. logo which replaced it. The meatball returned to official use in 1992. The worm was brought out of retirement in 2020 by Administrator Jim Bridenstine. NASA inherited NACA's X-15 experimental rocket-powered hypersonic research aircraft. Developed in conjunction with the U.S. Air Force and Navy. 3 planes were built starting in 1955. The X-15 was drop-launched from the wing of one of 2 NASA Boeing B-52 Stratofortresses. NB-52A tail number 52003 and NB-52B tail number 52008. 12 pilots were selected for the program from the Air Force, Navy, and NACA. A total of 199 flights were made between June 1959 and December 1968, resulting in the official world record for the highest speed ever reached by a crude-powered aircraft. EIG